Hey everybody, this is Grace, and I thought I'd make a little video. I'm on my way to the pharmacist. To see the pharmacist, but to the pharmacy. Okay, get them right. But I'm going to get back on that insulin. It has been an unbelievable ride. Seriously, this has been unbelievable. Yeah. Okay, but it's been unbelievable, and one of the things, getting any answers from any healthcare professional has been the bane of my existence for quite a long while now. No matter where I go, no matter what I see, trying to find good ones to go to, trying to get health insurance since I'm not working and I'm a homemaker in Texas. And yeah, and oh man, it's just been, that's affordable. Okay, if I want to pay a few thousand, tens of thousands, I don't know how to say it, for the whole cost would be, including my health care, would wind up being like a few thousand or 10,000 or something like that a year, over that, because it's about $1,000 a month, and then there's the deductible and some other thing, and then I used to work in medical billing, and it's like my brain went, what the? Yeah. And you have to be working in order to get it. You have to be working 14 hours, which I'm not. It's all crazy. But anyway, and as it turns out, I've been trying to find an answer to what can I do for my diabetes. It's unbelievable. And today, as of today, I've been doing this thing of not being very low, and I'm not suggesting this to anybody at all. It's not good. But I've had doctors tell me with my rare 1 in 33 million health condition, so it's not definitely what works for me or doesn't work for me is not the same for anybody else, for not many people overall. And anyway, plus all the allergies and everything. Oh my goodness. Yeah, oof. But basically, when it comes down to it, the medication that I might be able to use, is something like $1,000 a month. Yeah. And no, that's not going to happen. And that's if I'm not allergic to it. It could take me months. But you could find cheaper ones like $300 or $400 a month that are the generic. But remember, it has to be if my body doesn't reject the medication and right off the bat have an allergic reaction. And I finally learned today, just a little while ago, about how these allergic reactions work. It was extremely, very confusing. Really, very confusing. And I wasn't getting any help from any healthcare professional. All these healthcare professionals I've seen since I started taking it last year wasn't getting any help. I'm thinking they just don't know. In fact, I know one of them just didn't know about this insulin itself, how to use it, where to actually inject it. Seriously, I had to ask a pharmacist, and yeah, pharmacist plural, and it wasn't right. But anyway, okay, I'm going all over the place with this as usual. But I got off of it Christmas Eve. Today is February 4th, and my glucose level just has been outrageous. It's been crazy, and nothing I do with these low carbs in the diet and all that is prescribed for me, not you, is nothing works, and it's outrageous all the time. And now my eyes are blurry. My eyes are having an effect, and like one of the pharmacists says, of course it would, but at that level. And they're not trying to give any health care because of liability, health care help, but they know the reactions. And so they've been telling me, different pharmacists, different places, reactions, when it should have happened, if it happened, how it happened. And apparently the first one, she said, you can't have that kind of reaction to it, and laughed, ha ha ha. She goes, well, actually, ma'am, I'm sorry. She said, it would be very, very rare. Tell that to a person who has a health condition that's 1 in 33 million, And it kind of goes off of my back, because come on, okay, seriously. 1 in 3 to 3 million, you're telling it's so rare. Well, guess what? So is my health condition. Very rare. I'm not going to find a parking place, huh? Okay, putting on my shoes here. My good shoes. Anyway. So I'm going to go in there and get it. Hopefully they'll have it. Hopefully after all this, it's been a day of this. And trying to find places where I could see, because these ones I've been seeing lately, these healthcare professionals, like I tell Adam, I have an appointment coming up. He's going to go with me again because I don't like dealing with mean girl crap. And when you're in a room with the doctor that had a nurse who says if you don't take these pills, which I've never seen before, heard of before one at it, first she said one, and then like a few minutes, I don't know, 20 minutes, 10 minutes later, another one. She said, I'm going to call an ambulance and have you taken to the hospital. My blood pressure was not that high at that point. And that's kidnapping, last I heard. I actually had gone through some stuff like this where I had to actually go before a judge to OPC somebody, order protective custody. And I would never want to do that again. Never, ever. It wasn't because of what it was on me. It was just the thought I'm taking somebody's. Okay, let's see if I can actually get across the street. But that place, that pharmacy didn't have any. They said that because of the ice storm we had, that they ran out. And okay, people, come on, you're one straggler. Come on. Because of it, they ran out. And they didn't get any shipments in because of the ice storm. And there has been this car or truck or whatever with a really bad muffler that has been since that store. And I mean really bad muffler here. And it has been, to say the least, right on my tail and kind of scary. The sound of it was unbelievable. Yeah, whew, and boy, I'm smelling it. Yeah, I don't like going across this bridge. I wanted to avoid this bridge, but I had to call the other one, and it took forever. The first time it just hung up on me, and I called another store, and they said they have 1 vial left. And I said, if I get down there, can I get it? I only have like, seriously. 40 minutes to get there. It's just down around the corner here. But I'm glad that truck finally got around me. Oh my goodness. That was quite a bit of a drive. These are 2 pharmacies apart from one another. Think about it. And having him on my tail on these really small roads. Yeah, no shoulder, no medium. Oh man. See, that's loud. That's pretty loud. And the way he would do it, yeah, did not seem like comfortable. Put it that way. Comfortable. Yeah. Now I gotta try to remember how to get to the inside of this store. So, okay, don't need all the road construction and people darting out of that place that was on the other side of the road. They come darting in front of people. Man. Yeah. But anyway, I don't know where I was to start off with all this. I had to delete a part of a clip even because a kid come running up, putting the basket back in the thing, and I don't put other people's kids in my videos. So I don't know where it chopped it off. I was in a hurry to get in there. Now I'm going to be in a hurry to get in this place. Hopefully I can get home before I have to go to the bathroom. I don't think I'm going to make it. But I'm rushing to get this, and hopefully it's not one of those you get there and say, well, it was only a few minutes ago. We had to sell it to the first come, first serve. The guy said, no, I'm going to put your name on it. He was a young guy. He was real friendly. And kind of sounded like a teenager. But I think I have to go here. Lord, I don't know. Oh, man, I don't know. It's that one. That lane. And I can see in this. I'm telling you, some people, they just don't drive right. You don't get on somebody's tail like that. You see that? And I'm in my lane and they're not. Because they on the road. Okay. Pardon me if I'm a little out of breath. I ran in, had to stand there and wait forever. Felt like it. And then I ran back to the car because I need to go to the ladies' room and I gotta make it home. I'm not gonna go in there. It was swamped in there Friday. See, today's Saturday. And as far as the pharmacy, I appreciated what the guy did for me. He was a young guy. He put it aside. He only had one vial left, so he put it aside for me and all that. I really appreciate that. Seriously, appreciated that. But there was a long wait, and of course there were these two people. I don't know what was going on with them. They only had two open, and well, when I got there was only one because he was helping the other woman try to figure out what was going on with this one woman. And there were two people in front of me. Well, she took forever. It took forever to figure out what she was trying to do and all this stuff. And finally it started moving, and then another woman got in the other lane doing the same kind of thing. Okay, Adam called. I had to cut it off there because he says, "You're worrying me." He was asleep when I left. He was taking a nap and I wasn't going to wake him up to tell him. And he said, "I'm worried about you. Where are you?" It took him this long. He was probably still asleep. But, so I told him what had transpired. But anyway, I'm happy. I'm hoping that I don't have another allergic reaction. There's really only one other medication that it could be, but I have been taking that for years, but only PRN. And that's very rare for me to take it. And it could be it. But it's, you know, they said it could be anything. It could also be chemical. It could be, I think they said chemical, which I have chemical allergies already. Just any, really, I don't change things. It took me a long time to figure out, you know, which laundry detergent to take, which, what are you doing, mister? Which laundry detergent to take, and which shampoo I could use, what soap I could use. You see, and I mean, that was years ago. Right after I started on YouTube, over 8 years ago. Somewhere around there. And so I'm not changing any of that, but it also could be something, they said food allergies, which I only have one thing that I know of that I started eating, and it was eggs. It was not eggs, it was boiled eggs. You can get them at different stores, like 6 or 2 in a pack, and it could be a chemical, something in them. Could be. That's the only thing that I can think of at all. Man, you are on that person's tail. Big old truck right on the little bitty car's tail. Seriously? Man, there was such jerks around. Seriously. Really. Okay, sorry that you're seeing my windshield so dirty. But it is what it is. When we got this, brand new, bought it brand new, May of 2019, and this is 2023. It doesn't even have 8,000. It doesn't even have 7,500. It has 7,484 miles on it, and it was bought brand new, like I said. And we were both making these comments because, especially something weird that had happened when it rained. There were, like, a day or so later, there were still these droplets on the roof of the car and all that, and the hood, and we're like, what the crap? But they had put some kind of wax on it that, and even on the windshield, we have not been able, we've had it detailed and all, and it just doesn't come off. And I had taken a picture one day of what looked like, and I mean, it literally looked like an eye with color and everything, and I put it on a video, one of my videos. It was, and I did it more than once, and it was so weird. What is this? But the windshield doesn't come clean. No matter what I put on it, how I do it. I've got chemical allergies, so I have to be careful with all that. But, yeah, it doesn't really come, it doesn't come clean. You'll see a shadow like that. And I don't drive it much at night. Like I said, I have 7,485 now miles on it. So, and I don't really drive it at night. This is unusual for me right here, especially after an ice storm where there's still little pockets. Believe it or not, their temperature today was close to 70, I think, Right now it's 55, and you still see little pockets of ice, of course. But this is Texas, and we usually don't have this kind of stuff. So, you know, had a whole lot of wrecks and everything. And here's a bridge. We got lots of bridges over creeks. A lot of bridges over creeks. And my SUV likes to drive. She'll take, I call her Cherry. She'll take over when she wants to, especially over bridges, and center me. It's not, yeah. Never had it when it was like ice or something. So I don't know how that would go. I'm kind of rambling. I'm happy. Hopefully, I don't have any. They said, you know, that if I had an allergic reaction, this time it would be immediately within the first few hours. And but I ask a lot of questions. I call a lot of places, and some places they don't want to answer you. But if you're a pharmacist, you need to know, and they do. The ones I've spoken to, but some of them don't want to tell you too much, you know, because of liability issues. But you would know about allergic reactions. Boy, that moon is out bright. It was out before dark. So big. Last night was a full moon, I think. Yeah. Anyway, I am happy. Hopefully, I still have my needles, my syringes. And they even said it could be anything I could be allergic to. And it would, did I finish all that earlier? That I thought it was an allergic reaction. They said basically it was too strange, too drawn out for it to be an allergic reaction to that. And it could actually really be those other pills that I mentioned, because I take them PRN not very often, you see. So, oh no, I mean, otherwise I don't know how I would survive. That's where it got to that point. How would a person survive that can't get insurance? You have to be working part-time to get insurance that's affordable. I'm talking affordable here in Texas, and my age and all these different things. And I've tried, and one of the guys last year, the year before, whenever it was, told me, he said, yeah, you got to be working part-time, and okay, are you going to come through, or are you just sitting there? It looks like you're just sitting there. So, you know, and all this stuff, and I can't. My health condition, and I can't get on anything else where there's no such thing in here in Texas that is affordable with my health condition and all that. And it's not the whole thing of, you know, was prior condition or whatever. It's not that. It's just that of having to work, and then I can't get it on, you know, like if the other thing would be Medicaid. I used to work in insurance. I used to fight the insurance company to pay people's bills, medical billing, and this one is just, it's like impossible. I couldn't believe it. The guy said, yeah, it's not a good thing, and yeah, he was agreeing with me.